Everybody talks about retirement, right? Everybody and almost nobody can actually answer the one question that matters, which is, like, how much do you actually need? What's the number? So today I'm giving you one rule, one number, and a free calculator I built that does the whole math for you in about 30 seconds. Links will be in the description. And stick around because by the end of this, you're going to have your number, not some scary headline number off the internet, your actual number. What's up, everybody? Quick thing about me first, so you know where this is coming from. I'm a trader. That's what I do full time since 2015, and honestly, I don't even really plan to retire. Right, so this is kind of not my thing, but I like doing this. You might be sitting here wondering why is a trader teaching me about retirement, and that's fair. But here's the deal, right? The 4% rule is no exaggeration. The single most useful thing in all of personal finance. It's the one number that turns I'm scared about retirement into okay, so that's the target. And almost nobody explains it without dragging you through 47 minutes of BS and fluff. Some guru on YouTube will spend 3/4 of an hour explaining a number you can basically do in your head. And I'm not that guy. We're doing this fast. What is it? Plain English. The 4% rule says in your first year of retirement, you pull out 4% of your portfolio. That's your income for the year. Then every year after that, you bump it up a little bit for inflation. So your buying power stays the same. And here's the kicker. If you do that, historically, going back across basically every 30-year stretch in the U.S. market history, you don't run out of money for 30 plus years, even retiring right before some of the worst crashes we've ever had. Now, where this comes from, because this matters, and a lot of people get it wrong. There's a guy named William, right? A financial advisor. He's published this in 1994. He ran the actual historical numbers and went, 4% holds up. You'll hear people credit something called the Trinity study for this. The Trinity study's real. There's three professors, 1998, but they came out after Bengen, William, and basically confirmed what he already found. So Bengen, 1994, he's the guy. And there's the part that's kind of wild. This one rule, it's the engine running underneath almost every retirement calculator you've ever touched. When some website spits out a number at you, that's the 4% rule. Most people are using it and have no idea. All right, here's the part that actually matters. The reverse math. This is the thing you came for. If 4% a year is your income, then you find the pot of money you need. You just flip it around. You take spending and you multiply it by 25. That's it. 25 times what you spend in a year. That's your number. But, and this is where every other retirement video on this platform drops the ball, most of them stop there. They go, you spend 40 grand a year, so you need $1 million. Spending times 25, done. Now, that's wrong. That's lazy math because it forgets one giant thing, Social Security. You're probably getting a Social Security check in retirement, so you don't need your portfolio to cover all of your spending. You need it to cover the gap, the part Social Security doesn't. So the real math is you take your spending, you subtract your Social Security, and then you multiply it by 25. Let me show you what that does. The average retired worker on Social Security right now in 2026, that's about $2,071 a month. We'll call it $24,852 a year if you're doing the math. That's the real current average, and I did check. So watch this. Say you want to spend 40 grand a year in retirement. Old math, 40,000 times 25, that's $1 million. Scary for a lot of people, and a lot of people will stop there, and then that's that. They never get there because it's too far to obtain anyway. Okay, real math is 40,000 minus your roughly 25K of Social Security. That's about $15,000 gap times 25. You need about $379,000. Now, $379,000, not $1 million. Okay. A third of that. Okay? You want more? 50 grand a year of spending comes out to about 629,000. 60 grand a year, about 879,000. Notice how that's way less scary than the $2 million number every YouTuber throws at you because they're not subtracting Social Security. It's wrong math. It's an easy fix. And you don't have to do this in your head. The calculator subtracts your Social Security for you automatically. You plug in two numbers, two blue boxes, and it spits out your gap and your number. That's the whole thing. Now, I got to be honest with you because that's the whole brand here. There's asterisks, and I'm going to start with the one almost nobody's telling you about. Remember Bengen, the guy who invented this whole thing back in '94? He's not dead. He's not retired from this. He came back in 2025 and put out a book called A Richer Retirement, and in it he updated his own rule because calculators got better. Okay, he raised the safe number from 4% to about 4.7. Now, that might sound tiny, 0.7%, who cares, but flip it into reverse math, and it's a big deal. 4.7 instead of 4 means you multiply your spending by about 21 instead of 25. So 21 times your number just got smaller again. Now, I'm going to keep myself honest here because this is exactly the kind of detail people leave out to make a cleaner headline, right? That 4.7 isn't free. Now, he got there by assuming a more diversified portfolio, not just the basic S&P and bonds, but a wider mix throwing in mid-size, small, and international. It's a broader spread, so it's a real update, but it comes with a here's how attached. So I'm not going to pretend it doesn't. And that's actually why the calculator gives you both numbers, the original 4% target and the new updated 4.7 target. So you can see both and decide what you're comfortable with. And I'm not going to pick it for you. So the rest of the asterisks, real quick. One is this is all built on history. Historically, the U.S. market's done about 10% a year long term, going all the way back to 1928. The future might be lower, nobody knows. The math doesn't care about your opinion, but it also can't see the future. Two, it assumes you don't panic. It assumes when the market drops 30%, you don't sell everything at the bottom. And I mean, be real with yourself on that one. Most people fold. If you fold, the rule breaks. Three, the first 5 years of retirement matter way more than the rest. If the market tanks right when you start pulling money out, that's the thing that actually sinks portfolios. There's a name for it. It's sequence of returns, risk. But you don't need the jargon. Just know the early years are the dangerous ones. Now, number 4, the good news one. This rule does not include pensions, rental income, a paid off house, a side thing you keep going. All of that makes the math easier, not harder. So if anything, for a lot of you, the real number's even friendlier than what I just showed you. So why do I like this rule over all the other retirement advice out there? Because it's built on what you actually spend, not what you earn. And that's everything. You've seen those rules, right? Have 1 times your salary saved by 30, 3 by 40, whatever. Fidelity puts those out, and they're fine. They're a starting point, but they're based on your income, and your income has almost nothing to do with what you need in retirement. Okay, think about it. 2 people both making 80 grand a year. One of them lives on 40 and saves the rest. The other spends every dime and then some. Same salary, completely different retirement number. I'm not even close. The 4% rule doesn't care what you make. It cares what your life actually costs, and that's the real target. Everything else is just a rough guess off your paycheck. That's literally why the calculator asks you for your spending and not your income. Run your real number, okay, not the bank's number for you. Okay, so here's what I want you to actually do right now, tonight. Go run your number. The calculator is the first link in the description. Right there. Takes you literally 30 seconds. You fill in the 2 blue boxes, your spending, your social security number and credit card. I'm just kidding. Your social security. You hit enter, and you've got your number, the real one, with social security subtracted and both the 4% and the 4.7% targets. And while you're in there, do me a favor, click over to the second tab. It's called Close the Gap. That tells you whether what you're currently saving every month actually gets you there. And I'll be straight with you, for most people, it doesn't. But if it doesn't, it'll show you the monthly number that does, which is the whole point. Then come back in here and tell me, what number did you get? Drop it in the comments. I'll react to a few of them in the next live. Okay. And real quick, you know the drill. I'm not a financial advisor. This is education, not advice. The calculator even says it. Do your own thing. Do me a huge solid though. If you made the number feel less scary, share it with somebody who needs to see the real math, not the internet's $1 million panic number, the real one. Okay. Friday's wealth video is on building your portfolio. So if you've got your number, and you're going, okay, now how do I actually get there? That's the one. I'll see you then. Other than that, I'm gonna wrap it up here for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.